You're watching E.T.N. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video we're going to discuss some Godzilla. Yes, it has been far too long. And this video we're going to discuss the big deal right now. Or at least not right now, but it has been a big deal. Let me just put it that way. Touched upon this briefly when I was with Amy a couple of weeks ago, and we did a little bit of catching up video. And basically it's the whole Godzilla versus King Kong thing. I didn't get a chance to do a video discussing it. There's a lot of people who have strong opinions about this movie or the potential of this movie coming out. There's no guarantee yet. It is in the works. It is out there that they want to do it. Whether or not it comes to pass, we'll see. I'm willing to bet that it will. So funny thing is, I'm actually very, very supportive of this idea, which is kind of ironic considering I don't like the original King Kong versus Godzilla. I thought Godzilla's face looked very dorky. I thought King Kong looked horrendous. The movie was just bad. But the reason I'm supporting this one is because, well, obviously it's going to look a lot better. That's number one. Number two, it's going to be a big deal in terms of the kaiju genre. And King Kong is not really a kaiju, but you know he's like an honorary mention. You know what I mean? It's like when you think about popular monsters like Godzilla and stuff like that, King Kong always comes up as well. And I just think, is it going to be goofy? It's going to be hard to watch a bigger Kong in the movie. And I know that that's everybody's concern. It's how goofy it's going to look, or how you're going to have a big gorilla in this world that Gareth Edwards created. How's people going to take that seriously? And one of the things that Thomas Tull said is that he believes he can make it happen. He believes that they can find a good reason to make Kong bigger. I agree. I think there's tons of reasons that they can make Kong bigger. I don't think that's really the issue. I think the issue is just a big Kong. I think that's what the problem is. I don't think the problem coming up with a reason for a size is going to be an issue. They can probably come up with 101 ways to do it. But I mean, I just find it kind of funny because there's a lot of people who are big Mechagodzilla fans and they want to see Mechagodzilla. I find that to be a little bit more out of this world than a giant gorilla, to be honest. Just because it doesn't make sense to actually build a robotic version of Godzilla when you can build something that's a little bit more agile, something that's has a little bit more maneuverability. So I think that for the genre, I think overall it's going to be a good thing, because there are a lot of American people that are Kong fans. They know of Godzilla, but they're not necessarily Godzilla fans, but they know Kong, and they're like, oh yeah, I want to see Kong take down Godzilla, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people, those people, the general audience, I don't think will care as much as the hardcore monster / kaiju fans, because it's happened before. You know, this is not a new thing. The other reason this might happen is because, I spoke about this a long time ago, and people laughed. I had a video called Godzilla versus King Kong versus Godzilla, Can and Will It Happen? In that video I mentioned that back in the 60s when the first one came out, you know, it made over $300 million at the box office in Japan. Now granted, it only made about 1.75 million here in the States. But the fact of the matter is that it made bank. And I said in that video, don't be surprised if these people don't see these numbers. Well, guess what? They probably saw them. And, you know, we could sit here and we can gripe about, oh, they're only doing it to make money. Well, of course they are. That's what their job is to make content to make money. Some of the content's going to be great. Some of it's not going to be great. So while sometimes that gets on my nerves too, a company just pushing stuff out to make money, sometimes I think there can be a lot of good coming out of it. You know, there's some things that you can just tell it's, you know, a cash grab. Assassin's Creed, the game, for example. I mean, pure cash grab. This is like 2 Assassin's Creed every year. To me, that's overkill. But I mean, if you take 2 of these very popular monsters and you put them in a movie together, I think you're just making an attempt to try and please an audience. And it's not going to please everybody. There's a lot of people out there that don't want this to happen. There's a lot of people out there who do. I think no matter what, I still think it's going to make a good amount of money. Even the people who don't want to see it, they're going to go and see it just out of sheer curiosity. And I do think it has the potential to propel the genre. There's some people who believe it will kill the genre. Absolutely not. If Godzilla 1998 could not kill the kaiju genre, this is not. By far, this won't. There are many other things that could kill the genre. This movie would not be one of them. So I'm in a big support because, like I said, I've always wanted the kaiju genre to progress forward. And there's always going to be people out there who just like the monster fight. They don't care why King Kong is big. They don't care about the story. They just want to see two big monsters go at it. And considering the amount of people who griped about the first Godzilla movie not having enough Godzilla, not having enough destruction, blah, 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 this should be right up their alley. So we'll see what happens. It's still not a guarantee. I'm hoping it goes through. And we'll see what happens when it happens, you know, if it happens. You know, I think it'll do well. I think it'll be entertaining nonetheless. It probably won't have quite the story element some people want, but I think overall, I think it's going to be a good thing. I really do. And I'm rooting for it. I hope it happens. I hope Thomas Toe pulls it off, and we'll see. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. I know there's a lot of people out there. It seems to be 50-50 for the most part. But overall, I think it'll be a good thing, and we'll see if it comes through. Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon. So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.